Welcome to Athletic Park in Wausau. Tonight, Zaleski Sports presents American Legion Baseball. It's the Wausau Bulldogs hosting the Stevens Point Sixers. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Conley. We're going to go right down to the field and introduce you to our starting lineups and batting orders. Batting orders are brought to you by Design Theory 19, downtown Wausau. Design Theory 19 is the industrial leader for residential and commercial design. Fresh, unique ideas to remodeling projects and new construction. It's their passion. Learn more online at designtheory19.com. Their website, designtheory19.com. For the visiting Sixers, Coy Carey-Alumis leads off and plays first base. Peyton Flees in center field will bat second. Jonathan Trelka, third base, will hit third. Zach Richter in right field, fourth. Matthew Ostrowski will catch and bat fifth. Caden Weinfurter is the shortstop. He'll bat sixth. The designated hitter is Trevor Hansen, will hit for the pitcher, Austin Gray. Hansen DHs and bat seventh. Braden Marshke in left field will bat eighth, and Royce Lowen, the second baseman, will bat ninth. For the visiting Sixers, Carey-Alumis, Flees, Trelka, Richter, Ostrowski, Weinfurter, Hansen, Marshke, and Lowen. For the home-standing Wausau Bulldogs, who dropped a doubleheader here, rain delayed 2 against Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. They'll try and get back on track today in conference. Ian Stahl will lead off and play center field. Davis Winters, the shortstop, he'll bat second. Joe Gravine is in left field, batting third. Caden Worth, right field, he'll hit fourth. Jed Vandersanden, first base, will hit fifth. Tony Ifendano, second base, he'll bat sixth. The Bulldogs pitcher, Ryan Rodemeyer, will hit for himself, seventh. Jack Bartels is the third baseman, eighth, and Travis Clotty will catch and ninth. So for the homestanding Bulldogs, Stahl, Winter, Gravine, Worth, Vandersanden, Ifendano, Rodemeyer, Bartels, and Clotty. Pre-game coverage brought to you by Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. They've been providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance, at Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, and Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. The Guard of Honor for the American Legion Post 10 brings the colors onto the field. Let's go down to field level at Athletic Park for the national anthem. The crowd here at Athletic Park remains standing while the colors are retired. We will step aside for a break and we'll come back with first pitch. Sixers and Bulldogs, American Legion baseball on this Tuesday night. It's next on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Welcome back to Athletic Park, where the lights will be turned on before the first pitch is thrown between the Wausau Bulldogs and the Stevens Point Sixers. Tell me if I'm not correct about this. It was a little humid today, yes? Yes. Not so much now. Humidity is way down, and this is going to be a most comfortable evening as the sun sets beyond the left field wall here at Athletic Park. Baseball tonight is brought to you by Lead Car Toyota. Discover unbeatable deals, award-winning service at Lead Car Toyota in Wausau. It's your full-service destination for everything Toyota with a state-of-the-art collision center. Find Lead Car Toyota on North 20th Avenue in Wausau. Ryan Rodemeyer, right-hander, takes his warm-up tosses. Bulldogs pitching is stretched a little thin. Let's see, they had doubleheaders Father's Day Sunday, played 2 more games yesterday, and play a single game tonight. Scheduled to play D.C. Everest in a league game tomorrow if the weather cooperates. We're supposed to have more showers and thunderstorms. You wouldn't have thought that we would have gotten both of our games in yesterday against Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. We had a delay. Of course, because our equipment is outside, we had to pack up and go home, but that game restarted. They got the first and the second. So a single game of Legion ball today. Coy Karyalunas to lead off, and we're underway with a strike on the inside corner. Flagpole in center field dead calm. The weather is not going to be a factor tonight at all. 0-1 pitch. Bounce to short. Davis Winter, a couple of steps over, throws low and throws wild. That's an error. Going to try and get him at second base. Throws there in time. He's tagged out. Throwing error on the shortstop, and then the catcher backing up. Throws down to short, and they retire Karyalunas. So already our scorecard looks a little unusual. E6. That's why you always back up. Catcher played it off the hard sidewall. Peyton Flees is hit by the first pitch that he sees.
Now batting number 40, Jonathan Trelka.
Jonathan Trelka to hit now. Got a young man, I judge him to be in middle school, on the mic for today's game. A future Zaleski Sports All-Star, if I ever saw one. Just outside, ball 1. Yeah, the confines here are cozy at Athletic Park. So there you see the throwing error. It bounces off the hard cinder block wall just beyond first base, comes right back. Runner's going. Catcher doesn't handle it. Stolen base. Peyton Flees hit by a pitch and now takes second. Back at home plate to Trelka. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Rodemeyer comes home trying to navigate some traffic here in the first inning. And this is a line drive to left. Left fielder is over, reaches up. That's a nice play by Joe Gravine. Runner does not advance. So it's up to Zach Richter with 2 outs and a man on second. Righty to righty here with 2 down. Man at second base. Coming home. Swing and a miss. Big cut. Strike 1. Off speed, just missed the inside corner. Close one to take. Count evens, 1-1. Nice crowd here. Of course, Bulldogs fans getting a lot of baseball with the doubleheader on Father's Day and a doubleheader last night with a little rain delay built in. The skies just opened up for a while, but the rain delay was not long. Swing and a miss, strike two. Ryan Rodemeyer looking to shut down the first inning. A throwing error and a hit batter. Trying to make sure that neither of them hurt. Coming home, 1-2. Popped up, foul territory. It's going to be out of play. Up over the Sixers dugout and onto the roof down the first base side. Rhodey, the pitcher, came over to take a look. He's ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coming home at a ball and 2 strikes. Changeup, fly ball well hit to left, but the ballpark is going to hold it, I think. Reaching up on the warning track is Joe Gravine, and the inning is over. Sixers don't score. Bulldogs are coming up when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Hi, this is Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player, here with a message from Abbey Bank. Safeguard your personal information and join us for Abbey Bank's free shred day on Wednesday, August 6th from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at any Abbey Bank location. Shred your confidential documents for free. And while you're there, help make a difference. Bring a non-perishable food or hygiene item to support your local food pantry. For full details, head to abbeybank.com. Abbey Bank, where they make banking about you. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Bottom of the first is on. Sixers threaten but do not score in their half of the first. Bulldogs will see if they can get back on the winning track here. Ian Stahl to lead off against Austin Gray.
Stall.
Stahl hits from the right side. Gray's first pitch, up high, ball 1. We're brought to you by Nicolay Bank. Personal banking at its best. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Medford, Edgar, Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. Up high again, 2-0. No time for practice or corrections for these Bulldogs. Seems like they've been playing one game, sometimes two, one night after another. Adjustment down a little bit low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Speaking with Bulldogs coach Tom Magnuson earlier today, he said yesterday it wasn't the pitching, and again the pitching stretched thin with all the double headers. A cue shot to the first baseman, backhand side. Karolounis takes it over to the bag himself. That's a nice defensive play. That ball was ticketed to right field. Tom King said he thought the defense was lousy yesterday.
Davis Winter.
Here comes Davis Winter. Again, Winter, I think, projects out to the number 1 pitcher for the Bulldogs. Of course, he can't pitch every day, so he'll play shortstop when he's not throwing. Davis Winter may be ready to go tomorrow if the game against Everest goes. See what Mother Nature has to say about that. Ball 1 to Davis Winter. Inside out swing to shallow left field. Coming in and catching is Brayton Marski. There's the second out. Joe Gravine will hit with 2 outs and none on. Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau offers a state-of-the-art facility, excellent benefits, pay, culture, and more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Learn more and apply today at greatlakescheese.com. Inside, ball 1. This game was scheduled for an 8 o'clock start. We got underway at 8:05. Swing and a miss. Had a junior Legion game before this that ran a little bit long. In that game, Mosinee defeated Wausau 11-3. Counts a ball and a strike to Gravine. Fouls that one away over the press box. 1-2. We will have some DC Everest Legion games on our Zaleski Sports channels. In fact, the Everest Legion team is playing tonight. They're on the road at Wisconsin Rapids. Fouled away, 1-2. I believe we have Super Stevie Maves on the mic for that game. Got to spend some time with him down at the softball state tournament last week, where the Everest girls softball team won their first in extras against Watertown, and then a heartbreaker 1-0 on an unearned run. Smack down the third base side. That's a foul ball. Foul ball. We'll stay at 1-2. Lost a heartbreaker to Kenosha Bradford, the defending state champs, 1-0. Bradford advanced to the finals where they lost to an undefeated Kaukauna team. That game was also 1-0. So all of the state semifinals and the state championship game turned on a single run. That's fast pitch softball for you. That one's way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. So if you're an Everest baseball fan, we have that on one of our other Zaleski Sports channels today. Everest Legion is playing. The Chris and Riley Show may be on the air starting next week. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bulldogs go down in order in the home half of the first. There's no score between the Sixers and Bulldogs on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
No score as we move to the top of the second. 5, 6, and 7 in the Sixers batting order to face Ryan Rodemeyer. Rhodey had to work around a throwing error, no problem. On the wild throw, the runner was trying to go from first to second and was thrown out there. Hit a batter and stole a base and left that runner at second base. So Rodemeyer navigated the trouble. Matthew Ostrowski to lead off. Rhodey's first pitch starts him off with a curve. It's inside, ball 1. Big difference in speed from Rodemeyer's fastball, which is not a big-time fastball to begin with. And then it slows down for the local. Up high, 2 balls and no strikes. For Rodemeyer to be successful, he's going to have to be around the strike zone. Limit the free passes. That's inside corner, 2-1. Hard hit to second. Ifendano has it. Over to first. There's an easy first out. Caden Weinfurter to hit with 1 out, none aboard. Baseball today is brought to you by France Propane, your locally owned complete service propane company. They've served all of central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. First ball swinging, and it's into the gap in right field. It hung up there. Caden Worth is able to move over. I thought that was trouble off the bat. Got a little air under it, and Caden Worth made it more of a routine play, just a couple of steps over. 2 up and 2 down. Here's Trevor Hansen. The old number 77. Couldn't tell you if 77's a good number or not. Not often used. Ball 1 down low. Infinity Exteriors is installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. That's Infinity Exteriors, guaranteeing quality you can trust. Count even to the ball and a strike. Coming home now. Sliced foul down the left field line, out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Rodemeyer looks like he wants to work quickly. Gets the ball back after the foul ball, ready to go with his 1-2 pitch. That's also foul down the third base side. Athletic Park with the turfed infield looks great. Took all that rain yesterday, no problem. Those games restarted once the showers moved out. Off-speed pitches outside. It's 2-2. Yeah, we observed during yesterday's game that the infield tarp is no longer needed. That's disappeared. Outside, count fills up. So the outfield may be soft and soggy after a rainstorm, but not so the infield or the home plate area or the pitcher's mound. 3-2 pitch. Up the middle, out of the range of the diving Tony Ifendano. It's a 2-out single for Trevor Hansen. It's a nice piece of hitting. Reached out, made contact. Braden Marschke will hit with a runner aboard and 2 down. That's the first hit for either side in tonight's game. Inside, ball 1. Yeah, we love doing games at Athletic Park. This is a fun venue for sports. And I love doing the games outside. Hit to center, over a couple of steps as he install. He's there and he makes the catch. A 2-out single, but the Sixers do not advance the runner. We'll go to the bottom of the second, 0-0 on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on the journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. We had mentioned earlier that we do this game from outside. We don't want to be in the stuffy press box on a beautiful night like this. I do recall years ago the great hot dog and hamburger bun theft story. This is true. We were doing a radio game over in Green Bay. It was a state playoff game. And the home of now the Green Bay Rockers. They don't even play in that ballpark anymore. But you have to pay the WIAA fee for the regional and sectional games. Caden Worth to lead off. And yet the Green Bay, they weren't even called the Green Bay Rockers then. They had some other name. They were the Green Bay Booyah or bullfrogs. Yes, bullfrogs. That's correct. And the Bullfrogs didn't want to open up their press box. And I said, come on, guys, we're paying for the game. There's nowhere else to do the game. It's not like here where we can set up on a balcony or on a table. I said, you guys have to open up the press box. And they said, well, we've got a lot of equipment in there. We're worried that it might get stolen. I said, oh, really? I look like a thief? Like I'm going to carry off your computer monitors and carry them back to my car or the station van? No, I don't think so. So after a somewhat heated debate, the press box was opened. And what's in the press box? Not expensive computers or monitors, but all of the concession stuff. Potato chips, pretzels, hamburger and hot dog buns. And I joked with the guy after the game, said, you thought I was going to steal a pack of hamburger buns? And that was the end of that. Caden Worth has struck out while I'm telling my story. Jed Vandersanden to hit with 1 out and nobody on. Yeah, but all things being equal, if the facility allows it, on a nice late spring or early summer night, sure, let's do the game outside. When we do games up in Merrill, they've built that porch on their press box, right off their press box down the first base line. It's nicer to do the games outside, up at the other athletic park in Merrill, Wisconsin. Inside out swing and foul down the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Aimed that one, and it's down low. Austin Gray is out of the strike zone. 2-1. Peterson Kramer Funeral Home is committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. Two balls and a strike. And that's away. 3-1. Bulldogs are looking to squeak out their first base runner of the evening. On the field with Bulldogs coach Tom Magnuson, I asked him, Tom, how many years have you coached Legion now? He's not sure. He believes it's 43. Bounced off the plate. This is in play. Pitcher's going to have to cover. Gets there in time and dropped. Off the pitcher's glove. I think that's going to be assessed as an error to Austin Gray, the pitcher. He was there in time.
Now batting, number 10, Anthony Eiffeldano.
Wait until that's posted on the scoreboard. That can't be an infield hit. That should have been an out at first base. I scored as an error on the pitcher. I think Austin Gray. Barthels with the big hit stands at second base. Trying to get another run out of the inning. Clotty waits on the 0-1 pitch. That's in for strike 2. All of this coming with just 1 hit. 2 of the runners that came around via a walk and 1 on an error. Outside, just missed 1 and 2. Gray kind of needed a break and didn't get it. Gray's taken a long time in between pitches. He's heading the count 1-2. Pitcher coming home. Bouncing ball off the pitcher's glove behind second base shortstop with a throw. Safe. That's an infield hit. Runners on the corners. To the top of the order, Ian Stahl to bat now, and a courtesy runner pops out of the dugout for the Bulldogs. Maddox Hurtis is the courtesy runner at first. Here's Ian Stahl, still just one out, runners on the corners. High strike. Stahl is 0 for 1, popped out on the infield his first time up. Sun has just about disappeared behind the tree lines. We're playing under the lights tonight at Athletic Park. It's down low, it's a ball and a strike. Bulldogs have back-to-back hits. A gapper with the bases loaded that brought in 3 runs, and an infield hit, safe behind second base. A ball and a strike. That's just outside, 2-1. Austin Gray had a 3-up, 3-down first inning. Just had trouble throwing strikes here in the second. Not going. This is a fly ball to right field. Keep it up to get the run. In fact, right fielder is going back. That ball kept carrying, and it's over his head. That's a double. The trail runner had to hold up to see if that was caught. I thought Zach Richter was going to have a play on that, and it kept going back and carrying, and then it was up against the wall. So that's a double for Ian Stahl. He gets himself an RBI. And it's 4-0.
Now batting, number 4, Davis Winter.
Davis Winter will hit. A hit to the outfield could bring in 2 more. They'll play the third baseman in, so a ball hit to him, they're going to try and cut down the runner at home. Winter takes strike 1. Everybody else is playing back for the Sixers. So if Winter puts the ball in play, he's going to get that runner from third base home. And here's a fly ball down the left field line. It's out of play. Hit something down there, landed in the aluminum bleachers. Rattled around. 3 hits in the inning for the Bulldogs. 2 doubles and a single. Off speed and outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Winter flied out to left field his first time up. Well hit ball, just had nothing to show for it. 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to second. Runner's going to score from third base. That's a productive out. Royce Lone throws out Davis Winter, but Winter brings in the runner from third, and it's 5-0.
Now batting, number 22, Joseph Gravine.
Runner also advanced from second to third on the ground out, so Joe Gravine becomes the 9th Bulldog to hit in the inning. Try and pick up 1 more run. First ball swinging, and this is well hit. Got to be up against the wall. Does the ballpark hold it? No. Off the top of the fence. Boy, he missed a home run by just a couple of feet. Gravine with a long hit double. It's the 3rd double of the inning and brings in another run.
Now batting, number 6, Caden Worth.
Ballpark just barely held that. Stahl comes around to score. Bulldogs have indeed batted around here in the second. Here's Caden Worth. Worth started off the inning with a strikeout. Takes ball 1. This is smacked into the gap in left center field. Is the ballpark going to hold this? It's also off the wall. A long double. Caden Worth feels good about that. You don't want to make 2 outs in the same inning, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 doubles for the Bulldogs in the second inning. And they've got a 7 spot up on the board. Vander Sanden to hit. High and away, ball one. No action in the Sixers bullpen, so this is Austin Gray's situation to work his way out of. A lot of hard hit balls in this inning. That one's hit into the gap too. Got to bring the runner all the way around. It's an RBI single. Bobbled in the outfield. It will allow Vander Sande to take second base. So that's a single and an RBI and an error on the center fielder. The error has to be assessed there. It allows Big Jed to get from first to second base.
Now batting, number 10, Tony Eiffeldano.
Does not affect the run scoring. Single RBI and an error allows the runner to move up. Second error in the inning. Here's Tony Eiffeldano, walked and scored earlier in this inning. That's outside. An 8 spot up for the Bulldogs in the second. Eiffeldano with a well-hit ball. Right fielder's going back, reaches up. He caught that. So it's a good play in the outfield. Zach Richter finally restores order. For the Bulldogs, 8 runs are in on 6 hits. 4 of them were doubles. Couple of walks and 2 errors. Our new score at the end of 2 innings. It's Wausau 8, Stevens Point nothing on Zaleski Sports.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
A lot of baseball left tonight, but Stevens Point gives themselves a hole to dig themselves out of. Royce Lowen, 9-1-2 in the Sixers batting order to lead off here. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com and find an agent near you. Fouled away for strike one. So suddenly Ryan Rodemeyer finds himself staked to a big lead. That's low, 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, what's the mission here? Just throw strikes. And now, although it's late in coming, there is action in the Sixers bullpen. Rodemeyer bounces that in front of home plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Coming home. Chopped off the plate and foul, 2-2. Very comfortable tonight. 78 degrees when we arrived at the ballpark. We go down to near 60 tonight. Slow roller down the third base line, and Bulldogs are lucky that that rolled foul. They would not have had a play on loan if it stayed fair. Instead, we'll go back and do it again at 2-2. The Bulldogs sent 13 men to the plate in their bottom of the second. Looking for a quick top of the third. 2-2 pitch. Low. Counts full. Rodemeyer works quickly and walks the leadoff batter. Staked to an 8-0 lead. Royce Lowen is The first batter aboard here in the top of the third. To the top of the order, Corey Karolinus to hit. Pretty sky tonight at Athletic Park. Few high wafer-like clouds. A little bit of blue just behind them. Throw over to first, runners back. Ridgetop Exteriors says just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's on the inside corner, strike one. Took something off. That looked like a pretty good pitch. Judged to be inside, 1-1. The crowd told here at the end of the third inning, the concession stand closes. So if you would like a beer for today's game, last call comes in the third inning. Bounced off the plate and foul. Yeah, what's the beer story? Well, at a place like Athletic Park, beer's okay. You go over to Simon Field on the DC Everest campus, no, dry as can be. Karolinus is down on the count 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. So Rodemeyer issues a walk and then battles back with a strikeout. Peyton Flees will hit. Peyton was hit by a pitch his first time up. Left stranded at second in a scoreless first inning. A little bit low, ball one. The runner is taken second base. So Royce Lowen has stolen second and is down there safely with no throw to challenge him. Bounces away from the catcher, but not far enough away for the runner to advance. 2 balls, no strikes. Lights on for Tuesday night baseball at Athletic Park. That's outside, 3-0. Now to Rodemeyer's defense, again now leading 8-0, you'd just like him to throw strikes. Throw strikes, get outs. He did sit on the bench for a long time while the Bulldogs were putting up their 8 runs. So a long time between pitches. That's a strike, 3-1, taken all the way. Again, the Sixers need base runners. And that's outside. A second walk in the inning. Peyton Flees down to first base.
Now batting, number 40, Jonathan Trelka.
Trelka flied out to left field his first time up on a well-hit ball. Sixers find themselves down by an 8 spot as they bat here in the top of the third. That's outside, ball one. Another walk here, and I bet that Ryan Rodemiller would get a visit to the mound. Just misses inside, tried to take something off, it's 2-0. And the Bulldogs had doubleheaders Sunday and Monday. So they would like Rodemeyer to eat some innings here. Batter asks for timeout. Trelka with the turquoise bat. Not sure about that look. On the outside corner, 2-1. 2 walks and 2 base runners aboard with 1 out here in the visitors' half of the third. This is a fly ball to right. Couple of steps back for Caden Worth. He's over and he's got it. Runner will tag from second base and will move to third just barely. And the throw gets by the third baseman, but the left fielder is backing up. You know what? There's still an error on that play. The throw was wild, and that allowed the trail runner to go from first to third. A throwing error on Caden Worth. Royce Lowen on the sacrifice moves from second to third. But Peyton Flees was going to stay at first base. Bulldogs' second error. Zach Richter to hit. There are now 2 outs. A ball and a strike. A hit to the outfield brings 2 runs in, and the Sixers get some of those runs that they allowed back. Big swing and a miss, 1 and 2. Richter was looking for a 3-run homer there. A ball and 2 strikes. And this is hit down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Cut off in the corner. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. 2-out hit for Zach Richter. The walks always kill you. Both of the runs that come around to score were on via walk. Matt Ostrowski to hit. 2 outs and now 8-2. Low for a ball. So suddenly in this game, the runs are coming free and easy. 1 ball, no strikes. That's up high, 2-0. I think you want to get Ryan Rodemiller through this top of the third inning and then talk to him in the dugout. Still got a comfortable lead. Throw strikes, stay ahead of the batters. No walks, please. It's walk 2 here, and both of those walk batters have come all the way around to score. Runners going, throw down to second, safe. Richter got a huge jump there. Another RBI possibility here if Matt Ostrowski can deliver a hit with 2 outs. That's wide, 3-1. Caden Weinfurter awaits on deck if the inning continues. Three balls, 1 strike. It's a little high, ball 4. 3 walks in the inning. And now comes a quick visit to the mound. If we were doing a Brewers broadcast, we would tell you it is a Quick Trip visit to the mound. Quick Trip celebrated its 65th birthday. Do you know where the first Quick Trip store was? I'll give you a moment while you ponder that. The first Quick Trip store was in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Now they're in 6 states, have more than 900 locations. It seems like they got one on every corner. Yes? Yes.
No batting, number 24, Caden Weinfurter.
Caden Weinfurter to hit. I see down in Chicago the Cubs have a 4-3 lead in a competitive game against the Brewers. Cubs in first place. Brewers taking 3 of 4 from the Cardinals have moved themselves into second. Here it's an 8-2 ball game. Sixers trying to get more out of it here. Weinfurter to hit. First ball swinging, and that's foul down the right field side into one of the Woodchucks' hospitality areas. Rattled around on the wooden roof. Rodemeyer, this has been a high pitch inning. Fouled back, no balls, 2 strikes. Well, Rodemeyer's 1 pitch away from ending the visitors' half of the third. Coming set, coming home. It's up high, 1-2. Rodemeyer held his gaze at that runner at second base for a long time. Weinfooter waiting on a 1-2 pitch. Curve inside, 2-2. Home crowd for Wausau reacted, hoping that would end the inning. No, that was inside. It's called correctly. 2 outs. 2-2 pitch coming. Almost hit him. Bends him back for 3-2. Rodemeyer's in danger of issuing his 4th walk of the inning. Runners going. Call strike 3. Innings over. Rodemeyer gives up 2 runs, but limits the damage. We'll go to the bottom of the third, our new score. Bulldogs 8, Sixers 2 on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
You wonder if the Sixers might make a pitching change? The answer is no. Austin Gray is back out to work the bottom of the third inning. Opposing pitcher Ryan Rodemeyer to lead off. We're brought to you by Fleet Farm. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered. Best prices guaranteed. For auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks, Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Number 1 to number 1, up high. With runs suddenly coming free and easy, the pace of this game has slowed down. This game is 1 hour old now, and we're only in the bottom of the third. A slow-moving game might end well past your announcer's regular bedtime. You say, well, Mr. Chris, what time does your alarm normally go off? 3 a.m. I can be generous with the snooze until 3:30. Because I read the news on the radio in the morning, I usually start up by opening one eye and seeing if there's any breaking news from the overnight. A 4-pitch walk to Rodemeyer to start off the third inning. And we'll have a courtesy runner coming out for Wausau. Maddox Hurtis comes out to courtesy run. Jack Barthels had the first of 4 doubles in the 8-run second inning. Hit that ball over the left fielder's head and up against the wall. Strike on the outside corner.
Courtesy running for Wausau, number 18, Ethan Sillers.
Ethan Sillers, beg your pardon, announced as the courtesy runner here. Up high, 1-1. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service says for all of your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs. It's a sure thing to get you back on the road. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. 1-1 pitch coming. That's outside, 2-1. So suddenly both pitchers having a little trouble throwing strikes. Down the right field line, but foul. Austin Gray kind of needs a low pitch count inning. 2-2 here. That home half of the second seemed to go on forever. Bounces in front of home plate, count is full. Runners going, it's up high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to open up the third.
Now batting number 19, Travis Clotty.
Travis Clotty singled and brought home a run in the 8-run uprising in the second. Looks to bunt. Offered at the pitch that was up high. It's called a strike. Yeah, he didn't pull the bat back there. So Clotty here is being asked to move 2 runners into scoring position for Ian Stahl, one of the best bats in the Bulldogs lineup. 0-1 pitch. The bunt stays on. Pulls it back, and that one's high. 1-1. Now, Austin Gray, if the Bulldogs are going to give him an out, he's got to take it here. Bunt is likely still on in this spot. It is. Pushes it down the first base line, and it rolls foul. You know, on this artificial turf field, you normally try and put the bunt on the grass part of the infield. Less likely to roll. But it's all synth here. 1-2, so maybe the bunt is off in this spot. Indeed it is. Boy, that was close to strike 3. Just outside. 2-2. Austin Gray takes his time, comes home. This is popped up. There will not be room for a play in foul ground into the stands. So we'll stay at 2-2. Clotty hits with 2 walked batters on base, first and second. Calls strike 3. The at-bat's over. Austin Gray comes back to win that battle. It is Gray's 3rd strikeout against 4 walks. Ian Stahl doubled his last time up on a line. Up high, ball 1. Next Step Prosthetics is providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step today. Contact Next Step Prosthetics. 1-0 pitch. Stahl, fly ball, but he got under it. It's to right field. Runner at second is tagging and is going to move to third base. So now there'll be 2 outs, but there'll be runners on the corners for Davis Winter. Winter is 0 for 2. He's the only player in the Bulldogs lineup not to be on base yet today.
Number 4, Davis Winter.
Sixers trailed 8-0, got 2 runs back, and the runner is going to steal second base on the pitcher. Pitcher didn't look the runner back. So Davis Winter could get the 2 runs back that his pitcher Rodemeyer allowed with a hit to the outfield. Runners at second and third. It's outside, gets away from the catcher, not far enough to advance. Ball 1 to Davis Winter. You ask, does the 10-run rule apply in American Legion games? And the answer is, yes, it does. But we have to get through the bottom of the 5th inning. Here we are only in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. Joe Gravine, who doubled his last time up, is in the on-deck circle if the inning continues. Called on the outside corner. Strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. It's a good pitch for Winter to lay off, even though it was a strike. To a left-handed batter on the outside corner. Not going to do anything with that pitch. Austin Gray ready to deal at 2 balls and 1 strike. Off-speed pitch is grounded weakly to second. That's going to end the inning. Royce Lone throws out Davis Winter. And the Sixers do not give any of the runs back. 3 complete. It's 8-2 on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
To the top of the 6th we go. Ryan Rodemeyer is out for another inning of work. Sixers got their 2 runs in with a couple of walks, the benefit of only 1 hit. I'm Chris Conley. Glad you are spending a part of your Tuesday night with us. We promise a summer full of American Legion baseball here on Zaleski Sports. 7, 8, and 9. The designated hitter Trevor Hansen to lead off from the left side. Outside, ball 1. Hansen has one of the 2 Sixers hits in the game so far. A single with 2 outs, took a 3-2 pitch. Punched it through the left side. He asks for time, and it is granted. Two and 0. There's a strike. Brought that ball just back inside a little bit and caught the outside corner. 2 and 1. Fouled back. 2 and 2. This game possible at Athletic Park because the Woodchucks are on the road. They're out a road trip in Michigan. They were in Kalamazoo early. I believe they're back at Royal Oak, the newest team in the Northwoods League today. Foul back towards us. 2-2 again. Rodemeyer would make this much easier for himself if he can retire the leadoff batter. Call strike 3. Travis Hansen is struck out, and the first batter of the inning is retired. The third strikeout for Rodemeyer against 3 walks. He's hit a batter 2. Braden Marschke flied out to center field his first time up. 0 for 1 tonight. Low, ball 1. Misses the inside corner, a little bit down, 2-0. Rodemeyer, since being staked to the 8-0 lead, has had trouble getting ahead of the batters that he's faced since then. There's a strike, 2-1. Fouled off, fisted down the first base line and into the net. The netting extends well beyond first and third base here at Athletic Park, almost to the edge of the outfield. Keep the fans nice and safe. Rodemeyer's 2-2 pitch. Bounced off the pitcher. Shortstop Winter can't come up with a play. It's through. Marschke's got a 1-out hit. Royce Lone walked and scored his first time up. The PA kid says Royce Lown. Maybe he's not wrong. Sidearm throw over to first base. You know what? With a 6-run lead, I'm not sure I'm all that much worried about that runner there. There's a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Every time I look around, the Northwoods League, that's the college league that college players play in when their college baseball season is over, is adding new teams. Royal Oak in Michigan, they're a new team. I believe they are the Leprechauns?
Yes.
Okay. And, of course, every team tries to have the most unusual name you can imagine because that sells the merch. Runners going, pitches up high for a ball. Throw down to second, not in time. Braden Marschke has stolen second base. There's a team in the Northwoods League called the Hot Tots, named after Tater Tots.
They play in North Dakota.
Maybe they've got the big food plant in town. Maybe that's where tater tots come from. 1-1 pitch, fouled back, a ball and 2 strikes. We've had a debate over the years if the team from Wisconsin Rapids, are they just the Rafters these days or are they the River Rafters? I'm not sure. I know when they were brand new, they were the River Rafters. Maybe they've just dropped the river part. 1-2 pitch. Curveball is popped up foul territory. Is there a play? Nope, it's over the Sixers' dugout. And off the roof, then off the other roof, and into the playground area up the first base side. One out and a runner on second. Bulldogs enjoying a comfortable lead right now. One-two pitch, low, 2-2. Let's see, elsewhere in the Northwoods League, the Eau Claire Express, named after the express trains that used to run through there. That's up high, counts 3-2. See, the team in Wilmer, Minnesota. Are they the Stingers, named after the bees? Swing and a miss. Lowen has struck out, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 4, Coy Carrialunas.
Coy Carrialunas to hit. We astutely note that this is a pencil bat. Look at that. The top is pink like it's an eraser. The rest is like it's a number 3 pencil, like he's going to take the ACTs with it. Foul back, strike 1.
There's also a new team called the Badlands Big Sticks.
Really? They've got a team in the Northwoods League that's called the Badland Big Sticks?
Yes.
Okay.
They're one of the newer teams, too.
No balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, the Northwoods League adds new teams all the time. Not everyone plays everyone in the Northwoods League. That's to try and make the travel a little more manageable. No balls, 2 strikes. Rodemeyer looking to get out of the third. Runners going. Just missed inside. And a stolen base. No throw down. Marschke moves from second to third. Still a pitcher's count here at a ball and 2 strikes. Rodemeyer's looking to strike out the side. Leaves it up high, 2-2. Coming home, fouled off. Ouch, off the catcher, Travis Clotty. That hit him on the inside shin where he's got no protection. Clotty walks it off. Home plate umpire asks him, okay, kid? The answer is yes, sort of. Carrialunas waits on a 2-2 pitch. Just missed. Close. 3-2. Runner at third, 2 outs, and the count is full. Fly ball to left. Joe Gravine over a couple of steps makes the catch. The inning is over. Runner left at third base. The Sixers do not score. We'll go to the home half of the fourth. It's 8-2 on Zaleski Sports.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
When working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all 4 of us.
Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back. There's a pitching change for the Sixers. Austin Gray's day is done. Devon Krehak comes in. Give you Austin Gray's pitching line in just a moment. It may take us a moment to figure out earned runs versus unearned runs. All of the runs coming in that eventful second inning. Austin Gray, the starter, did not allow a run in the first. He did not allow a run in the third. Bulldogs sent 12 batters up to the plate. Had 4 doubles in the inning. Yeah, so Austin Gray's pitching line, 3 innings of work, 8 runs, 7 of which were earned. Allowed 6 hits, struck out 3 and walked 4, and now gives way to Devin Krehak. Here's Joe Gravine to lead off the 4th for the Bulldogs. So righty to begin the bottom of the 4th inning. So the Bulldogs are into the Sixers bullpen. First ball swinging popped up. This will stay in play on the foul side of first base. Coy Karialunas makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 down for the new pitcher, Devin Krehak.
Now batting, number 6, Caden Worth.
Here's Caden Worth, a double, 1 for 2. Bulldogs own the hit column 6-3. 4 of those 6 hits for extra bases. First ball swinging, fouled down, strike 1. Krehak coming home. That's low. 1 ball and 1 strike to Caden Worth. Off-speed pitch, and that's fouled back. 1-2. These Wausau Bulldogs are scheduled to play again tomorrow. So if the weather holds, they'll play 6 games over the span of 4 days. Scheduled to play DC Everest tomorrow. That is not on Zaleski Sports. Again, we're not sure if that game is on at all because we expect showers and thunderstorms throughout the day tomorrow. Pitches outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Caden Worth. Batter asks for time, and he is given it. Two-two pitch. Line drive, but foul down the left field line into the hospitality deck. There is not a breath of wind right now. Flag is perfectly still in the outfield. It's been a good night for baseball. 2-2 pitch. Off speed, stays up high. Count is full. Krehak thought that was a strike. Held his gaze at the home plate umpire. It broke, but after it got past the batter, that was indeed high up above the letters. Payoff pitch coming with 1 out and nobody on. Walked him. A lot of walks in tonight's game. That's the 5th free pass that Sixers pitching is allowed. Jed Vandersanden singled his last time up and brought in an RBI. Reached on an error, also his first at-bat, so he is yet to be retired today on the bases, both appearances. Inside-out swing and fouled off down the first base side. I believe before the summer is out, we'll have some Wausau Merchants games, some Everest Merchants game. Runners going, throw is up high, a stolen base for Caden Worth. The Merchants, I don't think, have lost this season. I think they're off to a 4-0 start. Merchants play good adult league baseball year after year after year. It's 1-1 with 1 out for Vandersanden, who steps out for a moment. Now he's ready to go. That's up high, 2-1. The Bulldogs could 10-run this game, but they need to come up with a 4 spot. There's a strike, breaks in, 2-2. That would send us home early tonight. Two pitch. Fouled away. We'll do it again. During our game last night, again, our broadcast was rain shortened. There was a doubleheader between the Bulldogs and the Wittenberg-Burnhamwood Chargers. It was announced here that fans are asked to return the foul balls to the home team dugout on the third base side. You get 50 cents concession credit for that. Vandersanden is having a good at-bat here. Fouled off the last 3 pitches that he's seen. You can get a stick of bubble gum. Doing 2-2 again. Off-speed pitches inside, 3-2. Tony Ifendano awaits his turn on deck. And there's a line drive to center. It's sinking, sliding, and catching. They're going to double off the runner. Peyton Flees made the catch and then was able to throw to second base where the runner Caden Worth has strayed too far. That's a line out and a throw out double play to end the 4th inning. 4 complete, Bulldogs 8, Sixers 2 on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Top of the 5th is on. 2, 3, and 4 to hit. And Ryan Rodemeyer is indeed back out to work the 5th inning.
Leading off the top of the 5th, number 3, Peyton Fleece.
Peyton Flees, who had the sliding catch in right field and then doubled off the base runner. Good defensive play, and he will lead off the top of the 5th. He's got a sacrifice fly and a fly out to left. So 2 flyouts to the outfield, and he takes ball 1. Down low here, 2 balls and no strikes. Fire truck for the city of Wausau, passing by the ballpark outside behind our broadcast location. Fly ball to right. Caden Worth had to reposition himself but makes the catch. Second inning in a row that Bodemeyer has retired the leadoff batter. Jonathan Trelka will bat now 0 for 1. He also has a sacrifice. Inside, ball 1. Smacked foul down the third base side. Big wood on that. Wrong side of the bag. 1 ball and 1 strike. This has been, I think it's fair to say, a quiet crowd. Because you know what's missing from American Legion baseball? This is hit off the glove of the third baseman. I'm scoring that a hit. Jack Bartels may have had a play on that, but it was a hard hit ball that got on top of him quickly.
Now batting, number 42, Zach Richter.
A 1-out hit for Trekla. And Zach Richter to hit now. Scoreboard operator posts that as an error. No, sir. Respectfully, I disagree. And I'm 55, and that kid who's on the mic and running the scoreboard there, he's 15 if he's a day old. I understand. He's got some supervision there. I understand that. Well hit ball to left. Going back, the ballpark will not hold it. Zach Richter has just hit a 2-run homer. And it's 8-4. Left fielder Joe Gravine knew that was going to be over the wall as soon as it was hit. Gravine did not go back to the warning track. He knew that was out of Athletic Park. Sixers come out to greet Zach Richter. Yeah, that ball carried out to left for sure. Matthew Ostrowski to hit. 1 out, bases are empty now. Back-to-back hits, a single, and the long home run. Strike 1. Outside corner, strike 2. Boy, one of the qualities you look for in a pitcher is the ability to shake things off. Each batter is a new sequence. That one's fouled off and held by the catcher. Strike 3. Travis Clotty holds a tipped ball for the 2nd out of the inning. Caden Weinfurter is 0 for 2. He'll hit now.
Number 24, Caden Weinfurter.
Weinfurter, first ball swinging and a hit to center. 2-out base runner. Trevor Hansen struck out looking his last time up. He's 1 for 2 with a single.
Now batting, number 77, Trevor Hansen.
Again, the Sixers need more base runners. Still trail by 4 runs despite the homer here in the 5th. Outside corner, strike 1. No action in the bullpen. So this is still Ryan Rodemiller's show. 0-1 pitch. That's outside, 1-1. We had a fire truck pass, and now one of those freight trains is beyond the left field wall. Every minor league ballpark must have train tracks near it, yes? Fly ball, shallow left, long run, foul ball. Foul ball by a couple of feet. Let's see, what was the movie? It's a fictitious movie where the train tracks went actually through the outfield. That the train would blow its whistle, the outfield wall would open, and then the train would pass through center field. Give me a moment, I'll come up with it. It's the Richard Pryor movie, Brewster's Millions. He's a minor league pitcher and doesn't realize that he's inherited a small fortune, and he must give the money away to claim the even bigger fortune. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. That's up high, full count. Do I remember that while Richard Pryor was a minor league baseball pitcher, I believe that John Candy was his catcher. Yeah, Brewster's Millions is an old, not particularly good movie. But that was the feature of the minor league ballpark there, somewhere in New Jersey. where the train tracks went through the outfield. 3-2 pitch. And this is a fly ball to center, should end the inning. Ian Stahl is well over to left field, makes the catch. Stahl runs it down. 2 runs come in on the Zach Richter home run to left. Our new score as we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 8-4 on Zaleski Sports.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
It'll be a second inning of work for Devon Krehak. Bulldogs getting all their runs in the second and zeros before and after. Enjoying our night at the ballpark. Why wouldn't you? Tony Ifendano walked and flied out. He'll lead off the bottom of the 5th. Now just seems more likely that this game will go the regulation 7 inning. Tony Ifendano played for Wausau West. Seems like he's been playing high school baseball forever. Just part of the West class of 2025. Takes a strike. Elsewhere on our Zaleski Sports channels, Wisconsin Rapids Legion baseball against DC Everest. Outside 1-1. Rapids won that game 3-2. Thank you, sir. So that game started an hour earlier than ours, so it's already gone final. This game didn't start till 8:05 tonight. The Conley chronometer reads 1 hour and 37 minutes of gameplay so far. A lot of walks in this one. That's kind of slowed this game down. 1-1 pitch to Ifendano. Inside, 2-1. Ifendano, well hit ball. This is going to be over the center fielder's head. No, it hung up. Hung up for Peyton Flees, who plays a nice center field. Reached up, look what I have. Looked like that was ticketed for the wall and extra bases, not to be. Ryden Rodemeyer has walked in both of his plate appearances. This is his first time up against Devon Krehak. Outside, ball 1. Coming home quickly. There's a strike to even the count at a ball and a strike. Yeah, you know why American Legion games feel kind of quiet? That there's no artificial noise for these games. I'm just thinking about this now. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. There is no organ. There are no sound effects, like when a ball goes out of play or goes into foul territory. There's no hype music or walk-up music. You only get some tunes between innings. That's it. Almost hit him up high. 3 balls and 1 strike. So this is a smaller crowd than, say, what you would have for a Woodchucks game. And the only noise you hear is the occasional cheering or encouragement from a baseball mom or a baseball dad. 3-1 pitch. To right field. Zach Richter is over. Richter makes the catch. Richter had the home run in the top half of the inning and now has a put out there. 2 up and 2 down. Jack Bartels to hit. Does he go by both John and Jack? On the lineup card that Coach Tom Magnuson gave us, he's Jack. Introduced to the crowd, though, as John.
Just call him Jack. I trust Tom more.
Ball 1 to Jack John Bartels. John Jack, I think, sounds better. Swing and a miss at a high one. That was up above his shoulders. Helps the pitcher there, and the count's 1-1. 2 outs and none on as we play the home half of the 5th. This is a fly ball into shallow right field. Right fielder is over. And Zach Richter has back-to-back putouts. The Bulldogs go 3 up, 3 down. A quiet 5th inning. To the 6th we go. Sixers still trail 8-4 on Zaleski Sports.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Camden Rye is the new pitcher for the Bulldogs. As Ryan Rodemeyer's day will come to an end. We'll give you Rodemeyer's pitching line in just a moment. So both teams now into the bullpen. Rye will face 8, 9, and 1 in the Wisconsin Rapids in the Stevens Point batting order.
Now pitching for the Bulldogs, number 12, Marshall Helke.
Okay, just announced as Marshall Helke.
Now batting, number 16, Braden Marshke.
So it is Helke on to pitch. Braden Marshke is 1 for 2 with a single. Outside, ball 1. Top of the 6th inning now. We play 7-inning games here in American Legion ball. Bounce down low. Coming home, inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
All the way back, kid, all the way back.
There's a strike. Here's the pitching line for Ryan Rodemeyer, who stands to be the winning pitcher unless the Sixers have a comeback in them. Rodemeyer worked 5 innings, 4 runs, all earned. That's fouled back. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Issued 3 walks. 2 of the 3 walks came around to score. Surrendered a 2-run homer to Zach Richter in the 2-run 5th inning. So Rodemeyer, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned. Struck out 5, walked 3, and hit a batter. Fouled away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now gives way to Marshall Helke. Not my parole officers walking up behind us. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got some friendly community police officers patrolling the ballpark. Just low. It's ball 4. Marshke opens the inning with a walk here in the 6th. Royce Lone to hit now, a strikeout and a walk.
Pinch hitting, number 2, Dayton Kovac.
Nope, pinch hitter for Lowen. Inside, ball 1 to Dayton Kovac, who will check in as the pinch hitter here. Outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. For Marshall Herkey, what do you want here? Throw strikes. Marshall Helke, we got it. Thank you. Throw over to first, and the runner is back. We're brought to you by Newton Electric. Residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture. Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at Newton ELEC. Wild pitch will move the runner up from first to second base. Kovac's worked himself into a hitter's spot. 2 balls and 1 strike. This was an 8-0 game at one point, 8-4 now. Ground ball up the third base side. It's foul, 2-2. Still looking for the first out here in the top of the 6th inning. Sixers have 6 outs to work with and 4 runs to find. 2-2 pitch. Outside, counts full. Travis Clotty, the catcher, with a nice stop to keep that runner from second base from advancing to third. Counts full now. Helke to Kobach, the pinch hitter. Ball 4. Helke's evening opens with back-to-back walks. Corey Carey-Loomis reached on an error, struck out and flied out, officially 0 for 3. Force at any base defensively. The tying run in this game comes to the on-deck circle, and there's strike 1. Because the Bulldogs' pitching is a little bit thin tonight, this game just doesn't feel safe, does it? Sure feels like a comeback is a possibility here. Bounced off the plate, foul ball. Boy, that came up and hit Carey-Loomis, I think, in the elbow or the shin. Ouch. Yeah, that came up and hit him on the hand. Hand or wrist? That's what he's holding. Holding his left wrist. Ouch. It's no balls and 2 strikes. 2 walks, and those runners are at first and second. Runners are going, hitting runs on, taking, and there's no throw down. And that was a close pitch to take. It's up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners both move up. Bulldogs keep the infield back with a 4-run lead. Bouncing ball to short. There'll be a play to first, but the runner will score. Davis Winter throws out Carrie Loomis. Marshke, on via a walk, comes home on what's a productive at-bat. 8-5. Peyton Flees has had a couple of good plays defensively. Hit by a pitch, walked, and flied out. So officially just 0 for 1 tonight. Pitch is wild. Runner moves up from second to third. Yeah, boy, this game gets a little bit interesting if that runner from third comes in. Cuts what had been an 8-0 lead. Could bring it to a 2-run ball game right now. Up high, 2-0. Bulldogs still have the infield back with only 1 out. They give up another run. Here's a line drive coming in. It's in front of the left fielder, and a run will score. Flees singles. And it's an 8-6 ball game now.
Now batting, number 40, Jonathan Trellis.
Bulldogs have to sweat a little bit. Still only 1 out. 8-6. Give the Sixers credit. They were down 8-0. They did not fold up their tents tonight. Jonathan Trelka to hit. First pitch was a ball, I think so. And a pickoff throw to first is wild, and the runner is going to move over to second base. Error on the pitcher. Bulldogs' 3rd error of the evening. So Stevens Point has brought the tying run to the plate. Wow, almost had that runner picked off. He was leaning towards third base, had to dive back to second. Zach Richter is on deck. He hit a 2-run homer his last at-bat. And that's up high. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, down 8-0 after an 8-run bottom of the second inning. The Bulldogs have not scored since. Sixers got 2 runs in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 5th, and have 2 more here in the 6th for an 8-6 game. Got the runner picked off here. And out on the bases. So there's the 2nd out of the inning. That's costly. Peyton Flees with a base running mistake. There's the 2nd out of the inning. Yeah, at 8-6. Can't have a runner in scoring position erased like that. The bases are now empty for Jonathan Trekla. Hit to third, foul ball. Foul ball. Our scoreboard has lost the count. I believe our home plate umpire will indicate here. I believe we are at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thank you, Big Blue. Our scoreboard is also short 1 run. It shows the score to the crowd here at 8-5. It is in fact 8-6. 2-2 pitch coming. Up high, full count. Helke, this is his first inning of work. Walked the first 2 batters that he's faced. They both come around to score. Batter asks for time and gets it. Count is full here to Jonathan Trekla. Down low, a 3rd walk in the inning. Well, this is the bat that Stevens Point would want up. Zach Richter with a long home run to left his last time up. He represents the tying run in an 8-6 game. First pitch, line drive, caught off the shoe tops by third baseman Jack Barthels, and that ends the inning. That was a rope, but caught. 2 runs come in. Sixers edge closer to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 8-6 on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player, here with a message from Abbey Bank. Safeguard your personal information and join us for Abbey Bank's free shred day on Wednesday, August 6th from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at any Abbey Bank location. Shred your confidential documents for free. And while you're there, help make a difference. Bring a non-perishable food or hygiene item to support your local food pantry. For full details, head to abbeybank.com. Abbey Bank, where they make banking about you. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
Boy, it seems like the Bulldogs could use an insurance run or two. We go to the bottom of the 6th in what is now a competitive 8-6 ball game. 9-1-2 to hit for Wausau. Travis Clotty, 1 for 2, will lead off.
Now batting, number 19, Travis Clotty.
This will be a 3rd inning of work for the relief pitcher, Devin Krehak. Krehak to Clotty here in the bottom of the 6th. Up high, ball 1. 1 big inning for the Bulldogs. 8 runs, 12 batters came to hit in the 2nd, and nothing since. Or before, for that matter. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. Inside, 3 balls and no strikes. Clotty was caught looking his last at-bat and singled back in that 8-run 2nd. Taking there and takes a strike, 3-1. Almost hit him, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Clotty to start the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, number 29, Ian Stahl.
That's the 2nd walk since Krehak has come on in relief. Courtesy runner comes out for the Bulldogs.
Pinch running, number 13, Maddox
Maddox Hurtis will be the courtesy runner for the second time today. Stahl has a double and a sacrifice. 1 for 2 today. Looking to bunt. The runner is going to advance. Only plays to first base and not in time. Gets away from the first baseman. That'll be an error to allow the runner to move to third. So score that a hit for Ian Stahl. He legged that out.
Now batting, number 4, Davis Winter.
And just like that, the Bulldogs are in business. The throw was ill-advised. You're not going to get Stahl regardless. Nobody out. And the Bulldogs have the most promising opportunity in a while to extend their lead. Runners going. Throw to second. Out. Stahl is looking around like he expected the courtesy runner to break for home. He did not. So the Bulldogs give up an out on a misplayed situation. Sixers bring the infield in. And that's outside for a ball. There is action in the Sixers bullpen here. And there's also action in the Wausau Bulldogs bullpen. That's outside, 2-0. Yeah, we believe that is Jed Vandersanden, who is throwing in the bullpen for the Bulldogs. He may be asked to get the final 3 outs of the game. Still to be determined, is he protecting a 2-run lead or more than that? Ground ball to first. Runner does not score. Callie Alunas, the first baseman, sure-handed on that and was able to look the runner back to third base. 2 outs now for Joe Gravine, 1 for 3 with a double.
Joe Gravine.
Boy, the Bulldogs had runners on the corners with nobody out and are in danger of not scoring in this inning. Strike 1. Gravine struck out back in the first inning. Hit safely in the 8-run second and popped out in foul territory down the first base line his last plate appearance. Line drive foul down the left field line. No balls and 2 strikes. Krehak looking to get out of this inning without being scored upon. Keep this a 2-run game. So this is a big moment here. An insurance runs at third base for the Bulldogs. Gravine's down in the count 0-2. Taking, called strike 3. No insurance run for the Bulldogs. Their lead stays at 2. Last call for the Sixers, trailing 8-6 when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Marshall Helke will try and make a 2-run lead stand off as we go to the 7th and final inning. He'll face 5, 6, and 7 in the Stevens Point batting order. Matthew Ostrowski 0 for 2. A walk and a strikeout will lead things off. And we'll see how costly it is. And out on the bases for the Bulldogs, and they left an insurance run stranded at third base in the home sixth. It is Marshall Helke's top of the seventh. Inside corner, ball one. Ball one. There's a strike, 1-1. Baseball today brought to you by John's Auto Repair. For all your auto repair needs, Mosinee and Rothschild turn to John's Auto Repair, just off Business 51 north of Mosinee. It's auto repair you can trust. They'll have it done right and have you on your way. John's Auto Repair. Foul back, a ball and 2 strikes. Marshall Helke would make the job so much easier if he can retire the leadoff batter here. He's ahead 1-2. Bouncing ball to short. Winter across the diamond. Got him. There's the first out. Caden Weinfurter to bat. He's 1 for 3 with a single.
Now batting, number 24, Caden Weinfurter.
Both teams have made 3 errors in this game. That hasn't helped the cause. 1 out and nobody on. There's strike 1 to Weinfurter. Helke so far looks better in this 7th than he did in the 6th. Ryan Rodemeyer would be the winning pitcher if the Bulldogs can nail down these final 2 outs. Rodemeyer worked innings 1 through 5. 1 hop on the backhand side at third. Throw across the diamond. That's a pretty play. Got him. Barthels kept the ball in front of him and then 1 hopped it over to first base. Vandersanden dug it out. There's the second out of the inning.
Pinch hitting, number 15, Caleb Thomas.
Caleb Thomas will pinch hit for Trevor Hansen. He's the final out for the Sixers. Caleb Thomas to pinch hit. Our home plate umpire is taking some time logging him in. 2 outs and none on. Thomas will be the Sixers' last hope. A high, strike 1. Bulldogs lost both games of a doubleheader yesterday, looking to get on the winning track tonight. Inside 1-1. And that's wide outside, 2 balls and a strike. Two, 1 pitch. That's a high strike. 2-2. Marshall Helke's been better in the 7th than he was in the 6th. Looking to close it out here, and he does. Swing and a miss. A 3-up, 3-down 7th inning for Marshall Helke. Bulldogs were up 8-0. They are 8-6 winners tonight. Again, all the runs came in 1 inning for Wausau. Our final score in tonight's American Legion coverage, the Wausau Bulldogs 8 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors. The Stevens Point Sixers 6 runs on 6 hits. They committed 3 errors. Sixers comeback comes up short with 2 runs in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 5th, and 2 runs in the 6th. But still 2 runs down when we went final. 8-6 is our final score tonight. We'll wrap it up with post-game coverage brought to you by Merrill Steel. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. I'm Chris Conley. Thank you for joining us for our American Legion coverage on Zaleski Sports. The Bulldogs beat the Sixers 8-6.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage.
No, you first. It's the Merrill Steel postgame show. The Wausau Bulldogs are 8-6 winners. Tom Magnuson, head coach, got all the runs in one inning tonight.
Yeah, we put the bat on the ball, hit the ball hard in that inning, but we didn't do much the rest of the way. So we got to learn how to add on, because these teams are going to come back, and they did.
Had to sweat it out. Left that runner at third base in the 6th inning. I thought that would have made the late innings look a little different.
Yeah, we had a chance, first and third, 1 out, and didn't get a run in there. So it made it interesting in the 7th. But Marshall Helke, young pitcher, his first appearance of the year, and he came in and shut the door.
Congratulations on the win tonight. Let's talk with our star player game. Jack Barthels, congratulations on the win. You had a big hit. In fact, in that big 8 run, you sent 12 men to the plate. Ball seemed to be flying around. A lot of balls up against the wall in that inning.
Yeah, I mean, we were hitting it good. That's good to see, especially after yesterday. We struggled, so getting some hits was nice.
And then late in the innings, Sixers come back with 2 runs in the 3rd, and then they had 2 runs in the 5th and the 6th. And you have a right off the shoe tops catch that closed out the inning. That was a big play. Do you think you had that all the way?
I'm calling that one luck. Little skill, maybe. Probably more luck, though.
Congratulations. Enjoy the victory tonight. The final is 8-6. Bulldogs 8 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. Sixers 6 runs on 6 hits and 3 errors. That's going to wrap up our postgame show today. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports. Do an in the house for us before you go.
I'm Jack Bartles, and I'm in the house.